I'd like to show you how I blend my graying bio hair with my wigs so that I can tuck it behind my ear and nobody is going to know that I have a wig on. Let me show you what I do. My name is Denise. I'm also known as HEYWIGSISTER on Instagram and Facebook, and I have been losing my hair for 30 years at this point. Most of my life, all of my adult life, and I wear wigs full time, and I've been wearing wigs now for almost 7 years, and I am so grateful for wigs. They have changed so much for the better in my life, and I make videos because I'd love for you to feel the same. And I try to do as many tips and tricks videos as I can and share all of the things that I've learned. And I just think that we can support each other by sharing our knowledge and experience. So in watching this video, you are helping me, and if you are willing to comment below any of your own experience, you might help someone else out. And please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on these videos and subscribe if you haven't already. It just really helps me. It encourages me. It tells the algorithm that I'm putting out valuable content when you do those things. I'm as guilty as anyone from just mindlessly watching these videos one after another, forgetting to hit the thumbs up, forgetting to comment, and they really do matter. So I would love it if you'd go hit that thumbs up right now. Go ahead. I'll be right here waiting. Thank you so much. And we're all also very different on our journey, and what works for me may not work for you. But for those of you who maybe just stumbled across my videos and you're new here, I have very profound hair loss. So I buzz my hair with the clippers because my hair loss is so profound. And at some point about 4.5 years ago, I could not take it anymore. In the very beginning, I buzzed all of my hair off, including the sides here. I actually have a whole buzzing series where I buzzed my hair on camera for the first time, and I made update videos where I talk about the pros and cons of buzzing, because it really isn't for everybody. And I want to give everybody all the information that I can so that you don't just see that I buzz my hair and think, well, I got to do that. I walk you through what the cons to buzzing your hair are, because those cons may be deal breakers for you. For me, I learned that I really missed this hair right here. I really missed blending my bio hair in with my wigs. And so eventually I got up the courage to not buzz this part of my hair. I'll be honest, I don't love it. I don't love walking around the house with my hair looking like this. But I also don't like wearing wigs around the house all the time either. And so, like I always say, everything in life has trade-offs. Everything. You trade one thing for another. And on the wig journey for me, the trade-off of being comfortable in my wigs and having bio hair to blend, but not dealing with all this malarkey, is I leave this and buzz the rest. And over the years, my hair is graying and it just doesn't blend with every color I like to wear. And I do wear every color. So over the years, I've accumulated a lot of different colors of root touch-up powder so that I can blend my bio hair with any color wig I decide to wear. The beauty of these powders is they last forever. I don't know that I'll ever have to replace any of them because they just last and last and last. And there are so many different versions out there. I've even heard of women using eyeshadow. I personally like to use root touch-up powder, excuse me, because it's been formulated to stay on your hair versus eyeshadow, which is formulated to be on your skin. And I just have found it stays better as I pull my earring out. It stays better. It doesn't rub off even when I'm tucking my hair behind my ear and maybe touching the hair that has powder on it. And that just works better for me. But you have to find your own journey, what works for your own budget. It's not going to be exactly the same as me. And my favorite currently is the SureThik hairline powder. I love this stuff. I even use it on my eyebrows to fill in my eyebrows. And I actually have a video showing how I do that. So I can link that in the description box below as well. So if you are curious, you can go find that video if you're struggling with your eyebrows. I've tried a lot of different things over the years, and I have found that that is what works the best for me. So let me get my earring back in. If I can do that without looking in a mirror, I don't know. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I got it. Okay, so let's, first of all, I grabbed the black and the dark brown. Normally, I use the medium brown with brunette wigs. I don't often wear wigs this dark anymore. This is really close to my bio hair, and it is how I was coloring my bio hair for many, many years. I would color with box color from the drugstore because I needed to blend it with hair fibers. Actually, a video where I talk about hair fibers, and that was my solution for a long time before wigs. And I've just gravitated toward lighter colors as I've gotten older. A rat tail comb, very, very useful to have. It can help you pull out your bio hair if you are going to be blending your own, so I highly recommend that. And I do think I'm going to start out with the black root touch-up powder, because this is a really dark color. It's not black, but this is I'm gonna need to really darken my hair in order for it to blend well. Now, what I like about the SureThik, and I didn't grab everything, these come with a ton of accessories. So we've got this little like powder puff. It also comes with a brush and a spoolie, which is what I use to do my eyebrows. And it also comes with a little puff with a handle. I personally, I've got hair all over now that I've taken the wig off and put it back on. I personally love these brushes. I use these most of the time in order to touch up the hair on my the side hair here. So find what works for you. Lots of options. All right, so I'm going to take it, I'm going to dip it into that, and then I am just going to paint it onto my hair. It'd be much easier if I chose to do this in my bathroom where I could actually look into a mirror. But I'm just basically brushing it over my hair so that I can start to cover up all that gray and the light color. If I get some on my skin, then I can just take a little makeup remover and remove it. It's all gonna work out just fine. Depending on what I'm trying to do, I may need to use a lot more. Sometimes I just need to use a little bit because I'm just trying to create a little bit of a shadow within there. You know, if I were pulling this all straight back, then I would want to be a lot more accurate. And I can see I got a little bit on my skin, so I can wipe it off. But if all I'm really doing is just trying to make sure that gray doesn't poke out too much, then I just have to brush a little bit onto that hair, not a ton. See how different that looks? So there's that side, there's that side. I mean, it makes such a huge difference. Even if it's not 100% perfect, it helps a ton. So then when I'm going to kind of tuck the hair behind my ears, I'm not as worried about it just sticking out like a sore thumb. The reality is this part of our hair grays before every other part of our hair anyway. I don't know if you've noticed that, but if you color your hair still, you might notice that like a week later, you can already see some of the gray at the sideburns. It just doesn't seem to last very long over there. So even if it's poking out a little tiny bit, that looks natural and it's not unrealistic. It's really when it's so stark like this that it kind of looks odd. So just a little bit goes a long way. And like I said, this stuff is going to last me forever, especially colors that I don't use a lot. And it's so great for eyebrows. Love it. So definitely check out that video if you haven't already. And that's really all I do. I just, depending on the color of my wig that I want to wear that day, I just grab my root. I mean, I've got this in every color they make. And I didn't get them all at once. You know, as I would expand out into other colors, I would get other root touch-up powder colors. And so over time, I've built up my collection, and now I can wear any color that I want to wear, whatever I'm in the mood for. And it does give me a freedom. That is awesome. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have questions. Please share what you use. If you do something similar, what products do you love? Help a wig sister out. See you guys soon.
Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.